Hello, 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 everyone. How's it going? Hey, what's up? Oh my, oh my, oh my. So, today, it's going to be a short one, everyone. And I need to turn this down because this is blasting in my ear. But today's going to be a short one, okay? We're going to get into, I missed Path of Exile 2 update stream. We're gonna watch Soulframe, then probably react to some videos besides that, but I'm not gonna waste anybody's time. Let's actually get into it. um so live. My headphones about to die. Gotta get to unplug my mouse. All right, so what do we have? What do we have here? What do we have here? Let's see, most embarrassing downfall YouTube history. That seems like a long one, but we can. TikTok alpha male now facing 20 years. I know, okay, that's that guy who beat who always talks about his time in prison and everything. um let's go watch the Path of Exile one. Okay, now I know I'm late on this one, but Path of Exile 2 Dawn of Hunt content reveal. Okay, let's actually get into it. Okay, I love Path of Exile.
Welcome to
Oh,
GGG Live.
sorry, it was muted.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. Welcome to GGG Live. Well, it's been a little over 3 months since we launched Early Access, so it's about time for our first major content update.
It's been that long,
Today,
hasn't
we're going to
it?
show you an exclusive reveal of Path of Exile 2, Dawn of the Hunt, which launches on April 4th. Twitch drops are enabled on today's live stream, so make sure you follow the instructions below in order to claim your Executioner's Guillotine finisher effect. Now in today's stream, we're going to take you on a deep dive into the new Dawn of the Hunt update. We'll cover a new class, 5 new Ascendancy classes, and huge expansions on character systems like unique items and support gems. After that, it's on to the in-game improvements, including changes to systems, a bunch of new encounters, and lots of other content. We're going to finish up today with a live Q&A session where Ziggy D will ask Path of Exile 2's game directors, myself and Mark, your questions from Twitch chat. Now we have a lot to cover today, so let's get started with a trailer for Path of Exile 2, Dawn of the Hunt.
We as Mary are guided by the Spirit. It provides prey, shelter, even love. But for me, one day, all that were changed.
So this is the new
It
class?
showed me something. Something forbidden. And to defend all I loved, I used it. I lost everything that day. But fate weren't finished with me yet. I'll right the wrongs as I've done. I'll do what I must, no matter the cost. I will hear the spirit once more.
Okay. Yes! I love Path of Exile. Can't wait. Dawn of the Hunt.
Now, as you can see, in Dawn of the Hunt, we're introducing the first new class since early access to POE 2, the Huntress. The Huntress is a spear-wielding Asmeri warrior. Born into a society with strict traditions, she was exiled from her homeland after using the power of a skill gem to defend her village. As a dexterous spear user, she specializes in both melee and ranged combat, dashing into and out of battle. Spears have extended range and a short dash, but unlike other melee weapons, you can also throw them. In order to make a hybrid ranged and melee character work, we had to do a lot of thinking about ways to make it fun to both enter and exit melee range. The first skill you will get as a Huntress is Whirling Slash. As well as striking in a circle around you, this skill creates a whirlwind that blinds your enemies. Leaving the whirlwind will make it explode. The more Whirling Slash is used, the bigger the whirlwind, and the bigger the explosion.
Okay.
Once you're out of there, you'll want to follow up with something ranged. Whip your spear around to shoot twisters towards your foes. These twisters bounce off walls and can hit enemies multiple times. You can also throw twisters inside a whirlwind to shoot out extra tornadoes that do way more damage. In her offhand, the Huntress will usually want to hold a buckler, which allows you to do a new skill, Parry. While holding down Parry, your character will counterattack any incoming attack from monsters near you, stunning them. In addition, the monsters will take extra attack damage from your follow-up strike. Some specific skills are designed to be used after a parry and have extra effects. Disengage is a skill that does a quick jump back, damaging enemies in front of you, and it can be used to interrupt other actions, like dodge roll. If you use it against a parried enemy though, it causes an explosion and gives you a frenzy charge. Just be careful. If you parry too much, you're going to get stunned and possibly killed. You can combine this combo with Whirling Slash. Slash, parry, disengage, and you'll get an explosion from the disengage and the Whirling Slash. The Huntress also has a variety of elemental spear throw attacks. You could use Lightning Spear to bounce lightning between your foes. Or you could throw explosive spears into the ground. These spears take a while to detonate, but when they do, they'll incinerate anyone caught in the blast.
Hell yeah.
All spear throws on the Huntress can also be empowered by frenzy charges. For example, explosive spears will do an even larger explosion and leave fire on the ground. And these empowered versions can activate even more combos. Using Whirling Slash over ground fire will suck it into the whirlwind, adding fire to the explosion. Using twisters inside a fire whirlwind will shoot out fire tornadoes as well. And you can do similar combos with ice and light.
That looks dope.
Now, a key aspect of hunting is exhausting your foes by causing blood loss. This skill is Rake, which dashes towards your target and unleashes a deadly slash, opening up wounds on your enemies. Follow up with Disengage and watch them bleed out as they run towards you. On the health
Okay.
bar of monsters, you can see how much blood loss the enemy has experienced, and the Huntress has skills to take advantage of this. For example, using Blood Hunt will thrust forward and cause a bloody explosion. The more blood loss, the bigger the explosion. If you want to cause bigger bleeds, try out Rapid Assault. The final hit of this multi-hit combo will stick a spear into your enemy for a big bleed. Now, Explosive Spear and Rapid Assault both result in leaving spears behind, either in the ground or in enemies. But there are other skills that leave spears around too, like Storm Lance, that leaves an electrical spear that arcs towards enemies. But what can you do with all these spears? Detonate them, of course. Thunderous Leap will allow you to jump onto and explode any spears either in the ground or in your enemies. Now, as well as hunting animals, the Huntress also has the ability to work with them. While fighting any beast, you have the ability to tame it and use it as a companion. You can only have one companion at a time, but it will keep the mods that were on it. Try to find a rare beast with good mods to take full advantage of your ability to tame them.
Okay. Yes.
Now, this is just the beginning of the Huntress. We've really tried to make the hybrid ranged and melee gameplay work for this class by having a huge amount of synergy between ranged and melee options. There are 22 new skills available for the Huntress. By endgame, you'll be slinging hundreds of insanely powerful spears, sending forth spirit animals and summoning the might of Solaris from the sky. But we still haven't talked about ascendancy
I'm
classes
down.
yet. What can the Huntress ascend into? Well, the first ascension class you could choose is the Ritualist. The Ritualist has embraced the darker side of his merry traditions by harnessing the power of animal sacrifice and plague. The Corrupted Life Force skill causes all enemies around you to grow volatile blood boils on their skin. When those enemies are slain, the boils will burst, spreading corrupted blood to all enemies around them. The Ritualist also excels in taking advantage of magical trinkets. The Unfurled Finger skill allows you to equip an additional ring on a finger around your neck. Taking Mystic Attunement increases the bonuses of all the rings and amulets you have equipped. Now, this is one of my favorites. As the Whispers Ask grants you a new skill, Ritual Sacrifice. Use the skill on the corpses of slain rare monsters to absorb the power in their blood to give you one of their modifiers for a short time. Specialize further into Ritualistic Sacrifice with As the Whispers Demand, which allows you to perform that skill on yourself instead of a corpse. Cut your own hand, sacrificing some of your own blood to empower yourself. The Amazon Ascension is for those looking to hunt more than just beasts. Trained as an elite guard to the most important Asmeri elders, the Amazon will use more traditional fighting techniques mastered to perfection. The Predatory Instinct skill will cause you to reveal weaknesses in the defenses of rare and unique enemies, causing you to deal more damage. You can see those weak spots represented on their life bars. While using Elemental Infusion, any charges you consume will infuse your weapon with elemental power, causing any projectile attacks to explode on impact. The Critical Strike skill is as simple as it sounds. It takes your excess accuracy and gives it to you as critical strike chance. Additionally, you have skills like Mystic Harvest, which allows your elemental damage to leech life, and as Merry Brew to be able to use either flask to restore both life and mana. So those are the two new ascendancies for the Huntress, but those are not the only ascendancies in Dawn of the Hunt. We've added a new ascension class for 3 of the other existing classes too. First up, for our warriors out there, we have the Smith of Kitava. The warrior is a blacksmith in origin, taught by his father Renly. With this ascension, you can take your smithing skills to new heights by embracing power from the insatiable one himself, Kitava. Smiths of Kitava are master blacksmiths and have the ability to forge their weapon, quite literally. Using the Against the Anvil notable skill, you can enhance your weapon with fiery destruction before any battle. After doing so, your attacks will release explosions on hit for maximum devastation. You
What
can
the
also
fuck is
use the
that?
power of Kitava to summon an animated copy of your weapon to fight alongside you.
What?
Smiths can do more than just forging their weapon though. Their armor can be enhanced too. Now you might think this ascendancy class tree looks a little abnormal, and you're right. There's a lot of notable skills all disconnected at the bottom there. By taking this point here, which is free to assign, your character is unable to equip body armors with mods of any kind. So your body armor must be normal. Sounds like a downside, right? Except now in true blacksmith fashion, you get to craft your own body armor by taking those disconnected notables with your points. If you want your body armor to grant life, take this notable. If you want resistances, take this one. There's so many choices. Think of it like you're crafting your own body armor, just in a more literal sense. Now, let's move on to those who prefer the reassuring feel of a crossbow in their hands, the Mercenary. Alongside the existing Ascension classes, the Gemling Legionnaire and the Witch Hunter, you can now play as the Tactician. The Tactician is a former Blackguard elite. Free from the duties of a Blackguard, he is able to use his training to decimate the monsters of Rayclast and earn a healthy income doing so. This training comes in the form of various skills like suppressing fire, which causes all projectiles to pin enemies. When combined with the right where we want them notable, your pin not only stops your enemies from moving, but stops them from performing actions too, similar to freeze. With a soldier's training, the Tactician also works well cooperatively. Using the whoever pays best notable, you can place multiple banners at once. The watch how we do it skill gives a portion of your weapon's damage to your allies as well. But if that isn't enough, you can also command your army of off-screen archers to unleash hell and carpet an entire area with arrows. Finally, Witch players will be able to join their legions by becoming undead themselves. In Dawn of the Hunt, we're introducing the Lich Ascension class. The Lich is a master of chaos and curses and could sacrifice her life to enhance her energy shield. The Crystalline Phylactery skill allows you to nominate a jewel in which to contain part of your soul, massively increasing its power. There's just one downside to splitting your soul this way though. If you have no energy shield, your mana costs will shoot up. The Necromantic Conduit skill causes you and allies in your presence to have unholy might, granting extra damage as chaos damage. Rupture the Soul makes enemies you curse explode with chaos damage when slain. Dominion over Flesh allows you to apply an additional curse. It's safe to say you'll be the true master of the occult by choosing the Lich class.
So Dawn of the Hunt has the Huntress and 5 new Ascension classes, but it doesn't end there. Let's take a look at some of the new skills we've added.
Now you may remember we've previously talked about the Raised Spectre skill. It's finally complete and it will be made available in the upcoming expansion. It can be found in the occult skills on the skill gem crafting panel. Raised Spectre is a skill that allows you to trap the soul of almost any monster in the game, which you can then summon in the skill panel. Spectres cost spirit and will revive automatically if they die, but the spirit cost varies based on the power of the monster. You could summon an army of weaker monsters, or a few of the more powerful monsters. You can combine them with your existing skeleton minions, or summon exclusively spectres. It's all up to you and how you want to customize your army of the undead. Given that there are hundreds upon hundreds of monster variants in Path of Exile 2, it's safe to say you'll be experimenting with this one for a while. We look forward to seeing which monsters serve you best. Now let's move on to our next skill. Since we've been talking about summoning undead so much, let's have a change of pace and summon something a little more alive. In Dawn of the Hunt, we're adding the Summon Rower skill. Summon your friendly rower to aid you in combat as a minion. You can also mount your rower in combat at any time.
Okay.
Allowing you to move at full speed, even while shooting arrows or throwing spears. Be wary though, if you take too much damage while riding your mount, you can be knocked off and get overwhelmed. It's worth keeping an eye on your stagger bar, as falling off the mount can mean almost certain death. On the topic of new ways to enhance your character,
So we get a mount.
support gems. Support gems are used to modify your skill gems in meaningful and interesting ways. Currently, we feel that a lot of builds have insufficient options here. To alleviate this, we're adding over 100 new support gems. Hema crystals will enable a new
100?
kind of bleed build, turning the damage over time you would have done into explosive Vile crystals. Alignment is a support gem for bow attacks, which can reward skilled players with good positional skills. Caltrops will allow you to litter the battlefield with hazards, slowing your foes as you fling spears through their ranks. But there's plenty more for every playstyle, such as Enormity, Unsteady Tempo, Profanity, Retaliate, Syzygy, yep, that's a real word, and many more.
Now we've talked about a new class, new ascendancy classes, new skills, and new support gems. But let's not forget about the core of a true action RPG, the items.
To start with, let's talk about uniques. We're adding over 100 new unique items. This time, we've made sure to add uniques with a focus on mid and endgame tiers to make sure there are more exciting items to find for higher level characters. Let's look at some examples. Embrace your inner devil with Chernobog's Pillar. It grants you a large amount of fire damage based on your block chance. The Coming Calamity allows you to become a true master of the elements, granting you all 3 Elemental Herald skills without costing any spirit. At the same time, it penalizes enemy resistances. Waste
Yes.
useful for builds using a single resource like Blood Magic or Archmage builds. With this belt, you can use 2 life flasks or 2 mana flasks. It's up to you. Now, we could go through these all day, but we'll leave most of them for you to discover. Suffice to say, though, we want there to be way more cool things to find. Over time, our goal is to add a unique to every single base item type at a minimum, so that you can chance any base in the game. Now, given that we have the Huntress, we have a set of unique spears from early game all the way through the end game as well. One example is Scyther's Spear, which combines bleed and fire in a powerful way. It allows your ignites to be aggravated, dealing substantially more damage. We're also introducing a suite of unique bucklers with some interesting parry mechanics. Kalgyra's Arc, for example, allows you to parry projectiles from any distance. And we're also adding our first unique charms. Bayra's Anguish will not only protect you from ignite, but will also emit a devastating fire nova whenever you do get ignited.
In sum, there's just a ton of new uniques to find. We can't wait to see the weird and broken builds that come out of it.
Now, we also want to talk about crafting options. In each major update during early access, we'll be continuing to add and improve the options here. We have various new crafting tools that have been added as rewards to many of the different types of new content that we're adding. But for now, I just want to mention the changes to runes. Runes add commonly available mods, but since they only have 1 tier, flat damage mods tend to get outclassed by endgame. So we've changed runes to have multiple tiers, allowing you to get higher tier mods than before.
Our plan is to significantly expand the number of more specialized mods for crafting using socketables as we add new content over time. And the first new set of those comes from what we're talking about next.
In Dawn of the Hunt, we're adding Asmarian Wisps, which can be found throughout both the campaign and the endgame. The Asmari spirit has made itself present in Rayclast, and it appears to be trying to warn, or maybe prepare us for the coming darkness. You will first encounter a manifestation of it in the Grellwood in Act 1, where you'll meet Delwyn, an Asmari hunter who is trying to find out what exactly is causing the spirit to behave this way. As you approach the wisp, it will flee, leading you past monsters. Any monsters it comes into contact with are infused by it, making them more powerful. Each spirit is associated with a specific revered animal within Asmari culture. This one is a wisp of the Great Bear, and grants enemies extra life and stun. The wisp moves faster the closer you are, and as you move away, they slow down to wait for you. But if you get too far away for too long, they'll dissipate and return to the woods. As you continue to chase the wisp, it will find and possess a rare or unique monster, granting it a new powerful ability. Because this was a wisp of the Great Bear, this monster now also has increased life and stun. But on top of that, it will periodically summon a large spectral bear that slams with wild fury. If you're able to defeat this foe, you will be rewarded. For each monster that was infused and killed along the way, the rewards will be increased. Each wisp has its own mechanics. The Wisp of the Winter Owl is a primal wisp that causes enemies to deal extra cold damage, gain energy shield, and release wind vortices on death. When infusing a monster, they will call down large tornadoes to protect their host. The Wisp of the Wild Cat is a vivid wisp that causes affected monsters to deal more critical strikes and become more evasive. When it infuses a monster, it will summon a barrage of feline spirits that will attempt to tear you limb from limb. If you're lucky, you may even find sacred wisps that can do some pretty crazy things to the monsters they influence. Like the Wisp of the Cunning Fox, which turns normal monsters into magics, magic monsters into rares, and rare monsters into actual bosses. Asmarian Wisps can drop a new set of socketable items that allow you to craft a wide range of interesting new mods onto your items. Each one may only be used on a specific item slot. As mentioned, the Asmarian Wisps can be encountered throughout the game, but there's also a new endgame map called the Asmari Ranges, a mountain village where the Asmari once lived, now overrun with corrupt monsters. This map always has multiple Asmarian Wisps in it, and familiar, yet not quite the same boss fight. Asmarian Wisps can also be further modified by the endgame Atlas tree as well, and by tablets. But I'm not going to be the one talking about those things. In order to cover all the new content in in-game, I'm going to hand things over to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. There's a ton to talk about with the in-game today, so let's dig right in.
Let's get in.
Exile 2's early access began with a brand new endgame, and it was clear that it needed a lot of work. After absorbing your feedback, we're ready to make some epic changes. The first thing is, we just need a lot more content. In Dawn of the Hunt, we have made sure to focus on increasing the sheer number of interesting and different encounters you will randomly stumble into as you explore the endgame. And the second goal is to smoothen the progression through maps and reduce the amount of annoying busy work. To start with, let's talk about the new interesting stuff to find. Well, the most obvious thing to add are new maps. As well as the Azmeri ranges that Jonathan mentioned earlier, Dawn of the Hunt also contains 7 other new maps, all with their own custom encounters. Let's start with this one. The Feral Megaliths map starts off in the wild Ezomite forests. As you progress through the forest, you will find mysterious rune-carved stones that, when touched, surge with energy. After activating all the stones, you can find a grand henge, where all the energy is coalescing. You can then start an encounter. The area darkens, a storm moves in, and a concentration of energy summons a dangerous boss. You must fight and defeat the boss to get its rewards. Once you have defeated it, summon another.
Okay.
Another,
Okay.
another,
Okay.
another.
Okay.
10 total waves of boss fights which get incrementally more difficult. If you manage to defeat them, you get full boss rewards, but also opportunities to get new runes. These can only be obtained from this map. The Fractured Lake contains a surreal waterscape with fractured mirror-like objects. As you move
That's
around the
trippy.
map, the terrain itself elevates from below, creating the ground you walk on. In this unique map, all the rare monsters are mirrored, so you're always fighting 2 of the same rare at the same time, which can prove quite difficult. If you manage to overcome that challenge and make it to the end of the map, you'll be presented with a broken mirror, a powerful altar-like object that contains an item within it. The item contained within is a new base type, either an amulet or a ring, that can be crafted to have additional prefixes or suffixes at the cost of the other. The last unique map we'll show today is one based around the essence mechanic. You enter a crystalline cavern, and you will find a powerful map boss imprisoned in the center. It is surrounded by many rare monsters, also imprisoned in essences. By freeing and defeating the rare monsters, the essence they held will be upgraded to a greater essence and be added to the imprisoned map boss. How brave are you? How many essences will you add to the boss? Overdo it, and you might lose everything. Underdo it, and you might regret it. It's your choice. Speaking of essences, alongside visual improvements, you're now able to apply Varlorbs to corrupt the essences with a range of unpredictable outcomes. It
Okay.
could increase the number of essences, re-roll all the essences to the same type, or even upgrade the essences to greater essences. What if they're already greater essences? Well, it can upgrade those too. We have 4 new corrupted essences. Essence of Hysteria, Delirium, Horror, and Insanity. Each corrupted essence has its own interesting combat mechanics. For example, the essence of Insanity causes you to question even your own mind, as monsters split into shadowy clones, and you must locate the real one before a devastating icy explosion freezes everything around it. Each of these has their own crafting outcomes. The essence of Insanity can be applied to a belt. It adds a mod that will ensure the next Varlorb used on the belt will guarantee adding 2 enchantments. It's worth noting all the essences in the unique map can also be corrupted too, if you're willing to risk it. It's worth noting we have also added 10 extra Atlas passive points you can earn by completing 5 different unique maps. Now, new maps are just the beginning. We had a goal where we wanted to make sure you were constantly finding exciting new content, and that it could be lurking around any corner. So, we have added a bunch of new things that you could stumble into in any map you run. On your travels, you will sometimes encounter rogue exiles. Others like you who have been exiled and are openly hostile. Some are malicious, some are mad, while others are simply fiends for loot. They will challenge you, a fight to the death. They use the same skills available to players, and even the same items. They aren't just dressed up in those items, they're actually using them. It's going to feel like a true player versus player situation. Of course, if you are able to slay these exiles, those items will all drop on the ground. So if you encounter an exile using a powerful or valuable unique item, which you can see displayed under their life bar, you want to be damn sure you kill them. Because if they kill you and your party, they'll portal out, taking their items with them. Every fight will feel completely different depending on the items they come equipped with.
Okay.
These exiles are much smarter than your regular monster. They have capabilities to dodge roll, avoid your abilities with smart pathfinding, smart targeting, and much more action-packed gameplay. Fortunately, they're like you and they're not super durable. Unless, of course, they're wearing uniques like Calm's Heart, in which case, expect a longer battle. There are 12 different rogue exiles you can find, each with their own skills and personalities. Some may insult you, while others may admire your honor in combat. Another encounter you might
that's so
stumble
cool.
onto in Dawn of the Hunt are one of 4 new unique strongboxes. Strongboxes are chests with modifiers. When you try to open them, they activate traps and spawn waves of monsters that you must defeat to access the loot. Let's take a look at 2 of the new unique boxes that are harder to find and behave just a little bit differently. The Ogham's Legacy Strongbox has a corpse splayed out in front of the rune-carved stone. Upon interacting with the stone, you activate Forbidden Ezomite magic, which revives the monster as a powerful rare. The Strongbox comes with a modifier which determines how many times it will revive that rare. Each time you defeat the monstrosity, the Strongbox revives it again, adding an extra modifier to the monster. With each resurrection, it becomes more difficult, but also more rewarding. This Strongbox is infused with Thaumaturgy from Ancient File technology. Eshel's Torment has a powerful artifact inside, and is guarded by Chaos itself. Defeating the monsters will grant you a unique item, with a specific corrupted outcome. You'll have to find the other 2 for yourself to see what they do. Now, let's talk about the introduction to the endgame. Upon starting the endgame, Doriani tasks you with cleansing corruption to help restore the land. However, in practice, the quest objective just sent you on a grind to clear 15 maps. We wanted to make the quest to unlock your Atlas passives much more interesting. Now, Doriani is tasking you with a more specific objective. On the Atlas, you will find areas of corruption caused by the beast. In the center of each one, you will find a corrupted nexus, the source of the affliction. In the areas leading up to the nexus, you will notice that corruption spills out from slain enemies and amalgamates into powerful monsters. Corrupted maps existed on the Atlas before, but we've done significant work on improving these monsters. We've also done a full pass on the modifiers on these maps to make them more interesting and more rewarding. Once you reach the Nexus, you'll have a new task: cleanse the source of corruption. When you defeat the last rare in those maps, they will spawn one of 3 terrifying bosses, amalgamations of corruption itself. After defeating that boss, Doriani will come and cleanse the corruption for good. As the remains of the boss are purged of corruption, it coalesces into raw crystallized power, which you can use to gain points for your Atlas passive skill tree, the upgrade system that allows you to add and enhance content in your maps. We didn't stop there though. When you complete a corrupted nexus, all of the remaining surrounding corrupted maps will become cleansed maps. Cleansed maps also have new monsters, a new boss, and their own set of modifiers and rewards, including finding fracturing orbs by slaying cleansed enemies. These orbs can be used in crafting on a rare item to cause one of its modifiers to become fractured. A fractured modifier is one that cannot be modified by any means. You are able to freely modify the item, ensuring the fractured modifier will never change. If you get the right item with the right mod, it can prove to be a very powerful crafting base indeed. You must now choose. Do you complete all the corrupted maps and then the Nexus? Or maybe you beeline to the Nexus, complete it, and do all the remaining maps cleansed. Both have rewards to entice you and challenges to assess. Now, let's have a talk about towers. One thing we've had a lot of feedback on is the busy work around running towers and managing your tablets. The first change we've made here is that we have reduced the number of towers drastically, so there are now 1/3 as many as before, but we've made them much more powerful. To start with, tablets now inherently add twice as many mechanics, but that's not all. Running higher tier maps and towers now increases the number of mechanics applied by tablets. By tier 15, the bonus is double, allowing a single tablet to now add 4 times as many mechanics as before. So, we're running far fewer towers, dealing with fewer tablets, and affecting even more maps than before. But because there are fewer towers overlapping with each other, you won't get as many opportunities to stack different tablets. In order to solve this, we've made it so that each tower can consume up to 3 tablets at once. You always get 1 slot on completing the tower, but if you can complete a tower with more mods on the waystone, you can unlock a 2nd or 3rd slot. Overall, this allows for even more juicing from towers, while drastically reducing the amount of busy work you have to do. On top of that, towers are much more interesting maps because they can now spawn with all mechanics, including bosses. Each tower map has a new boss. Let's take a look at a couple here. The boss fight of the Alpine Ridge map has 2 powerful witches contesting for territory. One witch has an affinity for ice, the other fire. Who will win? Hopefully neither. The boss of the Sinking Spire map is a remnant of the Val that has been charged with lightning. It uses a full suite of lightning abilities.
That's dope.
But be careful. If any of them hit the surrounding constructs, they will power up. Another thing that we've seen a lot of feedback about is sustaining waystones. As we looked into it, we realized that the people who couldn't sustain waystones were dying a lot. A lot more than we had expected. And that made us realize something. During the campaign, the expectation is that you can die multiple times in order to learn how to overcome challenges. You are able to learn how the monsters behave, adapt to their skills, and eventually overcome them. But as soon as you get to the endgame, you are effectively no longer allowed to die if you want to sustain waystones. By the time you are getting towards the end of endgame, we want you to have to be careful not to die. But it certainly shouldn't be that we have such a sudden shift as you run your first maps. The first change we're making is you can now respawn and return to a map if you die. Continuing from where you left off. When you start the endgame, you get up to 6 total attempts per map. As you add more modifiers to a waystone, the number of respawns goes down. This means that as you get to the point that you're running every waystone as a rare, you will have to be more careful. In parties, everyone gets to respawn that number of times. But we still think it's important that you can kill a boss in one go. In order to allow that to happen, we've made a change so that once you start the boss fight, it changes over to the same respawning system we use for pinnacle bosses. This means that the map owner can choose to respawn everyone at the same time. Another complaint we've seen a lot of is players not wanting to do the pinnacle content because of the experience penalty from dying. A change we've made here is that all pinnacle content now no longer grants experience, but also no longer removes experience on death either. Dawn of the Hunt also brings the first batch of Twilight Order reliquary keys from the early access supporter packs. These keys contain items selected by our supporters. They can contain any unique item found in Path of Exile 2. If the selected item is a pinnacle boss drop, then only special keys dropped by this content will be able to provide these items. For example, Hand of Wisdom in action can only come from a key dropped by Zesht. We're also making a change that allows pinnacle boss uniques to drop at any difficulty. Rarer uniques will be rarer at lower difficulties, but still possible to find. This applies to the drop chances for the reliquary keys from this content as well. We spoke about towers and tablets earlier, but we have also added a suite of unique tablets. Each of these adds crazy interactions to the maps influenced by it. For example, this unique tablet allows you to run any map in a tower's radius without requiring connections, which can be quite useful for jumping gaps and traveling around your atlas. And this tablet causes all runic monsters spawned during expedition encounters to be duplicated, and weakens all expedition monsters that emerge from the ground. The Atlas tree has also been expanded, and you can find many of the new mechanics there, and improvements to existing ones too. Now through this live stream we have mentioned quite a few new crafting options that we've added. New runes, corrupted essences, fractured mods, and jewelry crafting bases. But we did have just one more crafting system to talk about: recombination. Expedition was the only in-game mechanic that was lacking a crafting system. So
Thank
that needed
you
to change.
for the follow.
Recombination is a mechanic
Thank
that
you
might
so
be
much.
familiar to some players. It allows you to merge two items together, hoping to get the best elements of each on a
Erickson,
single new
thank you,
item.
thank you.
This new crafting bench will be unlocked as you complete your first expedition, and requires artifacts found during expeditions to fuel it. The rarer the mods on the item you are combining, the more expensive the cost. That wraps up all the major in-game changes we're talking about today. With all the system changes and new content, we can't wait to get in there, start blasting maps, and obliterating monsters. There is one more thing we wanted to clarify before we move on, which is that all the content we've talked about today will be made available in the existing early access leagues, so you can play your existing characters. However, there will be new leagues made for those who wish to start in a fresh economy. It is recommended to start over and get the full new experience in the Dawn of the Hunt leagues. For all our existing early access players, we're really looking forward to joining you playing in this new update. For those who don't already have access and are interested in playing Path of Exile 2, Dawn of the Hunt, you are able to at any time purchase an early access supporter pack at www.pathofexile2.com.
I'm a broke little boy, so I had to...
Paladin and Penance supporter packs are now available to purchase in Path of Exile 2 and contain 6 microtransactions each and the full pack's face value in points.
How much do those cost?
All the microtransactions contained within these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression in any way. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
Oh, is that it? Okay,
All right,
that went
it's been a while.
that went by pretty quick.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm probably gonna have a video out, kind of like breaking it down a little, so it'd be more we can. What's the word I'm looking for? It'd be easier to consume it, congest it, you know. But yeah. Okay, so
Deep dive into the new Dawn of the Hunt update. We'll cover a new class, 5 new Ascendancy classes, and huge expansions on character systems like unique items and support.
so we got Soulframe Dev Stream 6. That's only that's 50 minutes. Oh my gosh, she's so much. I wonder how much they're gonna show in this. I'm definitely gonna have to hop back into Path of Exile, and I like how that didn't change. Just how many? I don't even know how many hours I have in not Soulframe, but Path of Exile. What am I doing? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, right here. Actually, I want to look that up real quick. Water Games update. 12 gigs for this? This is just a demo. 12. I don't know about that one. 12 fucking gigs? Almost have 100 hours in Path of Exile 2. Oh. Wait, when does the new update come out? I know it's like next month, but what day next month? I want to say, yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit 100 hours before it comes out, but I can't remember exactly when it comes out. So, yeah, I'm definitely, but I am gonna play it next week, and I'm definitely probably gonna play with a new character. Probably the new characters being released, since you know, these ARPGs, like new season comes out, you get reset. Yep. So I think every time that happens, I'm just gonna try a new character. One I haven't played with, because so far that 90 hours is this monk. But all right, Soulframe dev stream 6 9 hours ago. I seen something about how you can unlock more of the map, which is awesome. Let's see what they have to say.
Morale boost.
Hello!
It's a chaotic stream.
Hello,
everyone. Welcome to Chaos.
Welcome to Soulframe Dev Stream 6. Preludes 9 is live, and we have
Congrats
rabbits.
to the team, but we're all going to be very distracted today, I think.
We are.
I
haven't got to play it yet.
Rabbits. Well, if you have played our game or logged in at any time, you may have seen some furry friends. And
there's a duck chilling down here,
Steve
too.
just wanted the real life thing. Is that what's happening here?
Oh, and you can't see George's chicken on the camera.
I have gourd. Oh, I don't think you can see the duck.
Oh, there we go.
Rabbits, chickens, ducks.
The duck's just
Oh, yeah,
some
that's
lovely friends
I
with
turned
us
Megan
today.
into a duck. And yeah, hello.
What is that? It's a Flemish rabbit, right?
A giant Flemish.
Giant Flemish.
Yeah. Okay, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
What's this
I didn't know
guy's
rabbits came in this size.
No.
So.
Yeah, you can get the
Duck
perspective of the little ones compared there.
We also have like a cute little duck running around here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
He was
right
on
at
cam.
that
He was on. There he is. Yep.
Okay.
He's down there.
Sorry, this is going to be the stream. We're just going to be
This is the stream actually. We're just enjoying ourselves.
We thought this
so
would be a
much.
good idea, and we realized that.
But yeah, welcome. Preludes 9 came out yesterday, so we're getting into that today.
Probably our biggest update that we've done.
It was a big one.
Huge.
It was a chunky deploy.
It was a very big,
Key deploy.
a very big update. We've got
Just like our Flemish giant.
I think highlights are we've got the world that's opened up now, so you can explore anywhere without the walls that were used to close people into the starting area.
Yes.
We've got the Zodiac caster sort of play style now.
Yep.
We've got a bow rework that is huge as well. The faction,
Yes.
all the beautiful mutants.
We have professionals here to deal with the situation. So,
Oh my goodness. She loves her baby.
Maybe just set the babies
Okay,
back there.
all right, okay. Thank you.
You asked for this.
Wow.
But yeah, before we get into that, let's introduce ourselves. This is Gord. Who's this guy? Bugs.
Bugs, nice.
Right.
But the humans on the couch.
This is Minnie. I'm Jeff.
This is Cindy.
is
I'm
Jeff.
George. Yeah.
This is Shadow. I know Shadow, and I'm Steve. Hi, thanks for tuning in.
I'm Scott, and this is Patches.
Patches. Scott's been very quiet.
Oh, yes,
Scott
these
has
are
been
games.
Patches for like
Down.
15 minutes.
I'm Sarah, and we all work on this game.
Yep.
Because we didn't say that,
Yep.
which is Soulframe.
Yes.
We
And
just pat animals all day. It's okay.
yeah, no. Are we gonna get any of these sounds?
Yeah, no.
We have actually recorded them in the past because they've come in for like, they're therapy animals, right?
It's the
So
same
we-
ones. So can we say that perhaps these guys are also
These are the star.
featured
They're
in
actually
Soul-
developers of the game as
They
well.
probably are in the game.
Rue, are you picking up the chicken going nuts?
Excellent.
I think there is a chinchilla here.
Chicken's doing his auditions. Wants to get in the game.
But yeah, so Preludes 9, how we
Yeah, I
feeling? Went out last night.
We have some bugs to
Yes.
fix.
Yes.
So in particular, I think we have a couple issues on the front end with the UI. What else are you hearing?
We have
bugs-wise?
some funny stuff. I have some screenshots.
Oh,
I
you
can
have
show
some screenshots
later.
of bugs? Okay.
So
Okay.
be hot fixing today,
Yep.
and lots of hot fixes to come.
We've got some hot fixes we're going to
We're
send out
gonna
today.
play it, do some gameplay, and
Great.
hope for no bugs to.
I know I've came across
Don't need to add bugs to the
a few bugs, not that many.
Some housekeeping before that.
Like one time I was in a dungeon and
and
something
we will
happened and
have
I couldn't
some
progress in the
Twitch
dungeon anymore.
Picker
come
giveaways for
back in.
keys. I see a lot of you asking. Maybe we can do one now, Rue, if we want to get started and just
That's very cool.
give one away.
I think that's why the chicken is.
Chicken's excited.
Yeah. Like, let's do a key, let's do a
There's a
key
lot
giveaway.
happening
Let's
right
go.
now. Okay, Scott, who won? Who won Preludes Access?
Orisius?
Orisius.
Orisius?
Very good. Please whisper our count, and you have one access.
Well, welcome
What else
to
we have going on?
Preludes.
Oh, PAX East.
Oh yeah, we're going to PAX East.
Yeah, our friends
nice.
Warframe will be at PAX East. They have a main stage component. If you exclamation mark PAX, PAX, exclamation mark that in chat, I'll give you the stream details. And Jeff, you're going.
I'm going.
What's happening there? We're going to have a little teaser for 10 o'clock.
That's the hope.
Don't say that out loud. That might not work.
I know, yeah.
No, I
That's
like
the
to
hope.
will things into
Yeah.
existence.
Okay.
This is my
We
manifestation
have lots
hour.
of things in production, and hopefully we'll be giving a bit of a highlight
We'll
reel.
do
of that.
a little
Yeah.
tease,
Yeah.
perhaps, and we will be there, and I will be there with pins. So if
Nice.
you would,
Soul
or if
frame
you are
pins.
at PAX East,
Zoom.
I want to go to PAX
hundreds
East.
of oh
Oh, nice, yeah.
oh,
I know.
One day I'm gonna go to one of these conventions.
come
It's
get
Rue
a
over here.
Soulframe.
Yeah.
Look over there. Yeah, there you go.
No, it's this one. Liar.
Focus.
There you go.
Thank you.
For
And
Soulframe,
now we're looking at
Destiny.
Are you? Where's your hacker computer today? Are you in Discord?
I was like,
I'm not on Discord today. I'm on Bunny Cord.
He's got other priorities.
Steve, do you want a
but
chinchilla? There's a look at the chinchilla.
If you exclamation
you can't see the animal. Hold on.
our official Discord server, there's
just chill like
65,000 of
that?
you in there right now, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Will it in my hand, you think?
We can try, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
Look at
Hi,
that
how are you? How are you?
Just hold your hands flat, and then she'll just sit
Hold your hands flat. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah, we gotta
chinchilla.
zoom in on the
Again.
chinchilla.
I'm never moving again.
Do we have any chinchillas? Can we get some?
She can jump
I
6
think we'll need
feet.
to now.
Okay.
6 feet?
Okay. Wow. But not hurt if they decide to do that? Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
She makes it on your knee or something.
Okay.
Steve
Her
just
name
got
is Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Taylor the
We have a
jumping
Taylor
chinchilla.
here at the company too. Wonderful. Hi, how are you? Okay.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to get to
Chickens on your
Preludes 9, but before that, we have some work in progress dev stuff.
Right back.
This is the
I
soft
moved my camera.
ever touched.
There is no saving.
Sorry,
this.
Sarah. I love that you're trying to go, like, you're plowing through this. So, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, with some concept art incoming.
We have
starting
some-
with
Nice.
this guy.
Yeah, this
Who
is
is
another
this
old
guy,
soldier type. We're going to be introducing some kind of, like, ranks to their
Spooky.
units.
Okay.
I think this guy would also probably be like another unique pack type that comes with the ode.
Cool.
Looks dope so far.
Yeah.
His
Early concept.
like a
It's
Concept.
a it's a mask.
I can't.
that you pull
If
down.
I could talk today.
Awesome.
Art of it. Early art of
So
it.
we're definitely like pushing the aesthetic
Fuck.
with the ode enemies.
And story spoilers in the
There's some story
embedded
stuff
in
to
the
come
art
with
as
this,
well.
yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
That's cool.
I think we also have a.
Someone in chat says, my
Hat?
dog is
Yep.
incredibly interested in the chicken noises. Oh,
Yeah.
what's this? This looks cool.
So this is going to be another ancestor. I think we showed the concept art for Adajan
Yes.
in the previous stream.
So this is Adajan's.
This is
pack.
Adajan's pact. Yeah. So this is
Very
this is the sleeve
cool.
that will come with him. Yeah, so another kind of class, which I don't think has like really a design spec yet.
Okay.
This is just the content kind of in place for it.
Someone
It
says
looks sick.
Johnny Silverhand. Little cyberpunk crossover.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
really
beautiful.
beautiful stuff.
I love the beads, and I love that
Yeah.
kind of that wrist, that little arc.
Yeah,
on
this
the
is
wrist.
Moonash's design.
Moonash's design.
Yeah,
So
really
cool.
great.
Looks
Looks
like you
dope.
could punch someone with that, with the little
Camel.
Whoa!
So this is pretty rad. Oh, I can't remember, what was his name? I can't remember the
I
name.
have it, Kaban.
Kaban, thank
Come
you.
on, right there, yeah.
So in the Nightfold, our current plan is to put a merchant ancestor into the Nightfold, where you can buy wares and things of that nature, and maybe like when we.
Are they hiding in his satchels? All the wares?
I think, yeah, it could be actually.
There's like a cape for the humps. It's so
Yeah,
hilarious.
It's protecting him?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be our first kind of animal kind of that you can kind of interact with in the Nightfold.
Yep.
Kind of like
So
offer you what.
cool.
Awesome.
Will
I was
he
wondering.
get along with our puppies?
Maybe
Oh,
not.
actually,
Maybe not,
that's a
yeah.
good question.
Oh, imagine
that could
if-
make for some
Could be some
fun.
drama.
And everything.
Depending
Yeah.
on which
We have some
pup you've chosen, they
bunny
react
duck
differently.
That-
conflict,
I like
so
that.
it could be
yeah.
the same in the game. Yeah.
There's the girl who's like
Sounds
really
like that's a
shy and
weird-looking
skittish.
dog.
Maybe she like runs away.
Yeah.
And maybe there's one he likes.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Someone
make
saying
that happen?
Barrow the camel.
It's
that's,
very,
that's
yeah,
kind
very
of
much,
the
yeah.
idea.
I can't get over the chicken just taking over George. That's,
Yeah, there's
that's
a
amazing.
duck flapping his wings.
Okay, no problem.
Come
No
here,
problem.
Taylor. You only sit still for a little while.
Oh, Taylor, you
Taylor
were
is
great. Thank you
done
for
with
visiting me,
speech.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor was very, very fun visit.
Thank
Okay,
you.
but I'm back to Shadow now.
No. What else we got going on here, Rue? Ooh, yeah, this is
Oh,
a teaser
yeah.
animation.
So we got some enemy types in the works. We're hoping to get these guys in for P10.
Awesome.
This is the Mendicant King, and the faction is the Mendicants, and they're kind of like the corrupted enemies that you'll find in the zones, the polluted zones in the
Yeah,
world.
if you're playing P10
Yep,
or
P9,
P9 rather,
P9.
you will see new zones as we've opened up. There's some really,
Really
weird
cool.
looking
Yeah.
wastelands with some creepy sort of cylinders that have fallen.
I
from the
want to play
sky.
so bad.
I was even surprised. I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah,
Had
yeah,
to-
it looks
had to
great.
cap it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's
George posted like 3 videos
know.
of him coming upon it. He's like,
blew my mind. I'm like,
"Whoa,
wow,
this is
what a-
blowing my mind.
Totally. It was
So
great.
some really cool things. If you haven't jumped into P9 yet and you do have a key, you should definitely explore.
Totally.
And use the map, world trees to unlock the map, and there's some really cool corrupted wastes, and
Yep.
this will be an enemy that's roaming in there for upcoming
Yeah, and I
release.
think Scott has some plans for some hazards in those areas, so they'll be evolving a little bit, those
Yeah.
zones
Nice.
for gameplay.
going to be very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott is totally in the bunny zone right now.
Oh, what the heck is this?
I'm good.
It's like the serotonin is just like, grrr. He's just like questioning his life.
So this is super exciting. I'm actually really excited about this one.
That orb.
We just shipped the caster weapon, which is kind of the wrist-mounted casting
Oh, yeah?
device. And this is going to be a weapon grip variant where you'll have like a kind of a wizard staff.
Awesome.
And it'll be a second caster weapon grip that we're putting in.
Cool.
And I
Okay.
think what's going to happen, I don't know, we haven't really talked about this, but I think what would happen is
Let's talk about it.
Talk about it now.
this, the staff could eventually replace the starter choice of, like right now, if you're a new player and you pick Ward, which we'll get to,
Yeah, this should replace it.
you get the Ode caster device as
Yeah.
a starter weapon. I think this would
This would be
replace
more
it.
suitable
That would
for
be
Yeah.
sick.
the Fae
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is turning into design
Agreed.
meeting.
And just I see people asking about keys. We are working on a thing where if you tune in to the stream, you get a key, but it's not ready yet. And
Yep.
we're hoping it's going to be ready for our next dev stream. So unfortunately,
Fingers
we just have
crossed.
key giveaways. And maybe after the end of the stream, we'll go and Maybe Sarah
Yes.
can blast out a whole bunch more keys.
9,000 for Preludes 9.
We'll do,
to the
we'll,
animals.
we'll do
He's
9,000
excited.
giveaway after the stream as well.
Chicken approves.
But in the near future, if you're here and you watch the stream, we're
Hopefully
going to
we
also
can
give you a
hook it up
key.
to
Sorry.
Twitch drop.
Hopefully in the next month or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can you get the caster weapon if you picked a different pact? Where do you get them right now, Scott? Do you know? Does it? How do you craft those? Oh.
I honestly don't know.
Well, I'm going to show you.
Well, there we go.
Yep. And yeah, if you are in P9, oh sorry.
Oh yeah.
let's
So this
finish
is the mesh. This is the mesh of the Mendicant King.
Okay,
that we-
cool.
Yeah.
So he's ready in game. That's fantastic.
Yeah, he's in game, ready to go.
Yep.
I have to record a lot of metallic and
Oh yeah.
nice and chainmail stuff. That'd be fun.
Get our chicken here and just like pitch it down
Yeah.
until it's already kind of
Oh my
scary.
gosh, he's nibbling on my nails.
Oh.
Okay.
What kind of flavor are your nails?
Expensive.
Oh, maybe a carrot would taste better.
Oh, he wants a carrot.
Oh, he definitely wants a carrot.
He's like, ooh, acrylic nails. Yummy.
Where are you going, buddy?
Yeah.
Don't eat that. Okay, yeah, next picture, Rue.
Oh,
Hair.
hair.
Oh.
We're starting to get like
Color.
more shovels in the ground for our character customization
Yes.
options.
Heck yeah.
So these are in development right now, and hoping to get these into game.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this won't make P10, but
What's his name?
we're
Tommy.
yeah, we're starting to get lots of more
Character
customization options in as well.
has been on our minds for quite
Yeah.
some time. We get asked that a lot,
Yep.
Yep.
and we're working on it.
We are working on character customization.
We're working on head variants as well right
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Great.
Awesome. And our runes and modes, here's a little update. We did show these last dev stream. They
Yep.
did not make it into Preludes 9, but Preludes 10 is the goal. They
right.
need some more time in the oven.
Yep.
But we have cute new
We
pictures.
have really cool arts.
Some of those sounds would be perfect for those.
They would actually.
Yeah, so coming in our next update, this will be the primary focus on the design side. If you play P9, you notice that we removed the sort of idle or sort of mythic weapons
Yep.
from each of the packs. And
Why did you do that?
it was a tough decision.
It was a hard decision.
It was a difficult decision, but if you play the Odiac weapon and you're already doing casting, it felt like there was a bit of redundancy there. And we do have a big power curve and a build crafting curve coming in P10 with those moats that we're calling them right now.
Okay.
So hang in there. And we also, I think, just in the general philosophy of the game, as things are starting to settle down design-wise, we do want to, we want to have the depth in the build crafting and not in the finger gymnastics. And that's why we are going to be making continued changes there. So, yep. Oh, people spotted the duck.
Yeah, I love that we're keeping Rue on his toes. He's got
They're finicky.
Give the duck a Soulframe key.
So idols will return in another form.
Yes, and then eventually those idols will return as kind of a mythic weapon tier.
Yep.
yeah.
And I guess that the other thing to bear in mind for that is we're going to add a second weapon slot.
Yeah, but it's not a second weapon as a weapon on top of a weapon.
No,
Which is
exactly.
the idols were kind of like
Weapon on top of weapon.
yeah, which made it way complicated.
Yep.
Like
And
a
then adding
secondary.
this system on top of that would have just
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
And I do see Barks in chat said, if you want less finger gymnastics, simplify how you cast, and that is also coming. So right now, especially on PC, you
PC
have
for
to
sure,
you
yeah.
have to hold an awkward key and hit one of the number keys, and we are going to be looking at that as well in the kind of near term.
Okay.
We should 0.5 fix that.
We're going to probably 0.5 fix that,
9.5.
says Scott.
Yeah.
Start
heard it here
I
first.
meant to get it for this update.
We did mean to get it, but we ran out of time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was one of those things that.
Yeah.
We have a couple.
It's not that
points
hard.
of
You can rebind it.
information behind
I think
the
mine's
scenes
is like
of some
left click or
Oh,
my
yeah, the new Fen. The new
button on my side mouse or
These
something,
are
and
cast
then
animations
I
for that.
Got Finn.
Yeah,
push
there's a
like
little
one of the
bit
number keys.
People are a little bit spicy about the fact that the Fen is only in the champion track.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's just for now.
Yep.
There will be other ways to get those
Yeah.
things, or that system will evolve over time.
And not to rub salt in the wound, it is a very cool pact.
It's a very cool pack.
And we
I love the
Yeah.
twirl armor cast.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
also did not get in time a way of switching
Yep.
Yes.
your
Totally.
faction,
Yeah.
and we are working on that.
9.5.
We might do it as a point release, so you don't have to wait too long. But we are working on that as well.
Yeah.
You will be able to switch.
Oh, we have swimming animations. They're in the works.
Yep.
I should cast those. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and so this is. Oh, these are animations for the new Ward Pact. which I guess we'll be talking about in game eventually. But we removed the existing Fae pact and split it into 3. So now there's 3 Fae starter packs. And these are some of the animation casts.
This gives you also an idea of the.
And then so this will kind of give you guys a vibe of what these are actually the combos for what the caster weapon will be.
With the staff.
With the staff, yep. Yeah, so those are the heavy attacks that will come with it.
Stream dead. Are we still live? Are we still live, everyone?
Yeah. We good, Rue? We good? Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We should give away another key.
Dusty B216.
Oh yeah, give away another key.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Patches says give away key.
Please just listen.
So this will be part of casting, or sorry,
Some
what
of these are
I was putting my bunny in. I kind of zoned out there.
The alt weapon grip that we were
gaming
talking about, the staff caster weapon grip. This is going to be the animation set.
We've had questions, I think, going back to our very initial release. Well, where we have magic attacks, so we're finally getting in there.
Totally.
The Odiac is just part of the beginning of that.
So if anyone's played with the Odiac since we released last night, and when Sarah demoed it on last stream, it's very voltaic feeling. This will feel more magic traditionally. And these are the cast animations for the Fenjotar Pact.
Nice.
Will there be an
Oh no, you're
option
right. Sorry,
to-
Champion Ward. Sorry. Yeah.
Will there be an option to reset
Oh, we missed the action.
if you want to reset your account?
Yes, we do. We do have a reset option, sort of in the works, or at least on the pile of things to do. I think this preference Scott and I have is we will not reset progress as we continue the game. So far, we've done well in not doing that, right?
Yeah.
These are just a couple questions, like, is there going to be a reset when we go live? We didn't
Or an
for Warframe,
I don't think we should.
and we are going to avoid it at all costs for Soulframe as well.
I hate having to reset my account on dev, and I'm like, I don't.
That's why you got cheap. Make an alt account.
Yeah, I know. I do. I
have 74 like me.
Yeah. So we're not planning a reset. No.
Okay.
But maybe giving the option.
But the
for
option.
players.
But an option maybe for our very kind Preludes test.
Chat, give me a second. I'm going to be right back real quick. Give me like a minute or two. All right?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my losing it. The noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh!
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Okay, chat. Okay. I'm sorry. But I had to get something to drink from the store real quick. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's get back into it.
Testers that maybe want to help us find issues with that would be fantastic.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool. I think we had a wrap up of Preludes 9, which we probably already covered
Did
most
anyone
of it.
announce the key that got?
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was the gaming aux.
Oh, nice.
I missed
We
that.
got distracted with all of the great things.
Pat
But yeah,
just
so
says
this
we
is some
forgot
of the TLDR of what came out in the update, as we've basically already mentioned all these things we're about to show you, but we have retired the former Fae Pact, and now there are 3 new Fae Pacts. I'm about to show you which one I pick. The Odiac is in game, and our new factions.
Factions are really cool, eh?
Yeah.
She need lettuce.
I think the new
Does
weapon
Minnie
should
need lettuce?
include the bow too, because the bow is such a heavy weapon.
Is it on the next slide?
You can try
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yeah,
think it's- I think
it
the- I
is.
think
There's,
there-
if
we
you
do
can
have
go
a
to the
slide.
next slide.
Yeah.
Then I missed
And the music at the start was all of the hub music.
Yeah,
is
the
that
hub
not
music.
right? George.
It's still work in progress, a lot
Work
of
in
that.
progress.
They're actually going to be full songs, so
They are
yeah,
very
that's-
lovely.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Perhaps
But we
when
thought
they
we'd give
are
you a bit of a tease on
full.
what they sound like.
Yep.
So, yeah, very.
We'll upload them when they're ready.
Yeah,
maybe
definitely.
to our socials.
Yeah, yeah, social, streaming, all that stuff. We'll do all of that. So yeah, definitely.
And yeah, as we mentioned, we have expanded the world. If you opened your map and wondered where it went,
Yes.
you must cleanse the corrupted world trees, and that is how you unlock everything. I saw some people in record time unlocking their maps
Really?
That
yesterday.
was kind of impressive.
I
yeah.
actually
It's like,
don't
yeah.
understand.
It's not easy to do. It's not easy to find them.
They're
all.
no, like they're
Yes,
not.
you're,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
No.
There might be a little cheat to to figure that out that I haven't fixed yet.
If you cheated, you should feel shame.
Yeah.
No. My little Discord babies would never cheat. And yes, Mora's Hand is the name of the Fen Pact,
Yep.
which we will show a little bit of. And
Yeah, and there was a significant amount of work for bows that went into this
Yeah.
update as well.
Yeah, big change on the bow.
aesthetics and design. A lot of great work.
Yeah.
we're going to do a showcase, or Jeff
Do a
is,
showcase.
rather.
Jeff's going to take us through that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the team put in a lot of work.
Jeff's
for
going to
that.
show us our gamer face.
Yeah.
And as I said, plans for hot fixes. Oh wait, sorry, I almost missed your.
Oh yeah.
Talk
Oh, yeah,
about
this
this
one.
He's
stuff.
got to get
Steve's
special
favorite
graphics.
slides.
You guys always make fun. Yeah, this version of Soulframe runs faster than any prior version as well, and has optimizations. Actually, we're going to drop a hotfix that's going to make volumetric fog even faster, and we have new mesh streaming system, so it only takes loads the meshes that you need. Which gets you loading in faster and uses less of your video card memory. And now, finally, all of the outdoor reflections match the time of day, so you don't have this kind of weird blue on your metal when the sun is setting and that sort of stuff. So a lot of really cool new tech bumps for the game, and also running faster. So I'm very excited about that. One of our UI guys is like, "Whoa, it's running faster on Steam Deck even." So I was very, very happy to hear that.
That's awesome.
Aw.
Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful.
As long as it doesn't explode my ancient PC.
Yes, hot fixes today and in the days to come.
Yes. Yes.
There was the funniest bug ever that I did take a screenshot of.
Oh, okay.
Actually, but this was kind of
Actually, we were pretty liking this.
Yeah.
That's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
This is a new
Definitely.
feature. Matt is getting
It's
really
very cool.
greedy.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has been fixed yet, but I hope they don't.
Leave it in.
Leave it in.
Why
I
not?
think we are going to try and efficiently recreate this idea.
In some way.
It kind of like really reinforces the idea.
The
So
cubes.
Lord. Have you not seen that yet?
Shots, but not that one.
Yeah, that one is.
That's next level.
Yeah.
How does that even run?
Yeah. How does it run?
We're going to get into some gameplay in a sec. This is what is coming in Preludes 10, plus more that we get to, but it's a little
Wow, we're committing. I like it.
TLDR. This is the goal. As always,
Yeah.
We'll see.
You put an exclamation on the weapon slots, eh? Were you
I'm
excited? You're excited about that? Okay, cool.
You can tell.
That's awesome.
I mean, yes. And yeah, gameplay time.
Yeah, fantastic.
Nice.
Duck cam first.
Duck cam.
Are the Slayers going to run some missions?
Oh yeah, Joey's here.
We got
I
Joey.
forgot.
Poor Joey is
Joey.
sitting there. I hope he's got a little bunny with him.
Second fiddle to the animals. Yeah.
My best friend Joey and part of the Soulframe
We need a Joey
Slayers.
cam, like with the duck.
One day, Joey's gonna be on Joey cam. He's in the back, like this freaking girl. But yeah, I'm gonna take you through.
Nice.
Is my controller alive?
I just saw another thing about getting keys.
Yes.
Just to reiterate what we said earlier, that in the future, when you tune into the stream, we'll be giving out keys like Twitch drops.
We're
basically.
working on
yeah, Steve was saying that's in the works
for
today.
Preludes.
Yeah.
Like, so tune in, watch a stream, get a key.
Joey is real, and I am inviting him into the game just after we make my decision.
Joey's AI.
Joey might not be real.
Yeah.
Might be a figment of Sarah's imagination.
Sarah's Snuffleupagus.
I am not crazy.
It took me forever to realize Snuffleupagus was...
I know.
So when you first log in
Just having a
to
moment.
Preludes 9, or if this is your first time, well, this is what you get if you're already a current player.
Yes, if you're a fresh account, you'll actually see the visuals update, which is another thing I'm hoping we can fix shortly. But yeah, we had at the beginning of the game, you would choose gear and you would choose your virtues, which are kind of like you spend points and that sort of thing. But of course, if you have never played the game, you don't really understand what choice you're making, right? And it's always a bit annoying. So we really streamlined this. You just pick kind of the vibe you want, which is courage, which is about melee fighting and kind of, bravery and being bold, or you pick spirit, which is this pact, which is really about casting and healing the world. And that also gives you the initial faction. And then, of course, the Grace, which is associated with Silent Rose, which is about sneaking around and it has really cool synergies with Bow, right?
Yep.
We don't, with the Thistle.
Thistle, previously known as Blitzel.
Blitzel got renamed to
I missed that. It's Thistle now?
Thistle, yes it is.
Well, because it's not Ode weapon anymore.
People are wondering where they're, but I just wanted to point out
they
the
rhyme,
new
so.
gear slot totems is how you are allowed to talk to your faction.
A totem?
Yep.
And we actually have the Sprout Folk seed in real life.
I know.
Ian on
I'm
our
good.
team
Ian on our team tree printed
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing.
And Jeff has his own totem, so he can
I'm
get
part of the
into
Grace.
Alka's children.
I took the oath of
The
Grace.
Jeff can.
Don't eat that wire.
Yep.
It's okay. You're okay. But I am feeling courageous today, empowered by all my bunnies and friends.
Okay,
So if you're a new player and you get this choice, what you would see is you actually see the Fey packs being cycled through visually.
Yep. And the weapons.
And the weapons and everything.
Yes.
And I think we are going to add that to existing players when they make this choice as well, just so you can see what you're getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not clear that you're actually going to get that in this screen at this time.
Yeah.
But
Visually, I think the only thing changing is the totem when you cycle through.
What the
Yep.
heck?
There we go.
Preludes 9. Welcome. We're good. There was also a bug that I think is fixed now, or will be fixed in
we think.
This coming hotfix.
And so you're doing kind of like the welcome mission now
Yes, I
for
am.
the oath.
An
you took.
invitation.
Ooh.
What am I doing? The Fire King.
Oh.
Intriguing. Should I bring Joey with me right now?
We should, let's bring Joey with you.
You can see we've changed the compass.
Yes.
It's persistent.
The compass is really cool now.
It's up on the top
Up
now.
on the top. Yeah.
And if you get close to an objective, the bird's not going to lead you directly to it, but you'll notice while Sarah's playing, you'll notice it will pulse, and it's kind of a hot and cold thing as well.
Yeah, it's great.
So you still have to kind of find it, but it's
you
not.
just have to work for it a bit.
Work for it a little bit,
definitely.
which is the theme of the game, which is to reward exploration and not kind of turn your brain off. But it is a lot easier now to find some of those small objects, like the music statues are really easy to get lost in the foliage of the game. So, okay.
This is my new.
Oh, there's the Fey pack. Oh, wicked. Yeah.
That looks dope.
Oh, did you want to cycle through them? just to show them?
I don't have the other ones, actually, on
You
this account.
what?
Okay. There's been a lot going on this morning.
There was.
I am just a girl.
Yeah. But this is the cool new sleeve that comes with the Courage Pact.
I like
And you can see the totem there,
shoulder
which
piece
is, you
on
get a
it.
starting
That
totem,
looks
just
dope.
wearing one in real life.
Yep.
And this will be part of a system, I think, kind of an RPG staple that you get other totems. You'll be able to find them. They'll give you magical properties and give you kind of upgrades. So it's kind of a new
slot.
A new slot for your inventory. Yes, the finger should be blue, and we are fixing it.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
There was a mistake where they took on the customization.
They're taking
choice.
on the customization
It's
choice.
been fixed already. Yep.
It's already fixed?
It's already fixed.
Fantastic.
photo.
Okay, well, we'll have to fix that soon.
Yep.
I think I'm going to play Odiak for a bit, and then later Jeff is going to play
that sounds
our-
great. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the real game.
look at all the cool costumes you got, though.
Crazy.
Me, I'm playing as Fed today.
Nice.
And Joey.
I love the
Joey.
kilt, actually. That's my preferred.
The kilt is pretty rad, yeah.
my preferred vibe.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, there's
My
Jerome.
best friend. This is not a bot. He is real.
Are you sure?
We-
The
we're
Joey
gonna
bot.
take a- Okay. Yes, thank you, Joey.
I see the Z10 is asking when's FSR 3. I think they're up to FSR 4 now, aren't they? But yes, we haven't touched the upscalers in a while in the game, and obviously something we will have to get to.
Sorry, I was distracted by bunnies. Did we talk about the choice with the specific hubs?
How the choices affect which
Yeah.
faction.
Did we talk about that?
We did briefly.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes, so that starting choice gives you a totem that lets you get in and speak to the representative of one of the three
Right,
factions. If you are in the game and you've missed it, we have mentioned amidst the bunnies, we are going to let you change your faction, and that's something we're going to try to do in a point release rather than waiting all the way for Preludes 10.
Yep.
I was going to try to show a tree, but I fear.
And of course, someone is saying, please share all this tech to Deviri, and that's precisely what's happening as well, so don't worry.
Yep.
Anything that Warframe gets, Soulframe gets, and vice versa.
Oh, you're so good at sharing.
I like that a lot. That's
Sharing is caring.
I'm definitely gonna have to get that.
That I've been nagging about.
He knows.
Yeah, I just thought if you kill the caster at the wrong time,
I saw that, yeah.
he's got a little energy wave that sticks around. We gotta fix. Make the duck play. No, the duck's too leak.
Gord is helping me.
Are you scared that the duck might be better?
Rabbit. So yeah, we showed the ODX a little bit last time.
So just to the one thing about if you're using the ODAC, a tip is there's a concentration bonus if you don't move, and if you just
I didn't know that. Yeah, cool.
Oh, you need the skill. Have you got the skill yet?
I haven't.
Sneak attack.
Okay. Go get.
Haven't ranked up this ODX on this account.
Is it? Oh, I thought you had an extra point. There you go.
Sorry, I have ranked up. I haven't used my combat arts.
Yeah, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Looks like that bug is back. We're not getting full body animations when you
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look here and take a look at the voltaic skill tree, or arts, I guess, is what I called them, because I have to be fancy.
Got the beret on for that one.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, I got some good
Yeah,
points to
that's
spend.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a deflection.
Grounded is the one you want. Yep.
Yep. Right.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, get a couple more.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some cool
The
stuff here.
bolt.
You like the bolt?
I feel like there's been some hacking once again.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you think Sarah's cheating
I
a
would
little
never,
bit?
never.
I don't know. I
haven't
saw
ranked
that
this up, but meanwhile I have
I played this
5
last
skills
time.
points.
I played this
Oh,
last
Joey's
time.
trapped in the fences. You
Oh,
gotta help
no.
him.
I don't think you can get in, can
I
you?
don't think I can help him, right?
You can shoot through it though. You can cast through it. Oh, you cannot.
I was gonna say.
Good luck, Joey.
Joey's got this.
I'm
Joey
like
bot.
supporting him.
There you go.
This is where the
Joey.
bow, right?
Yeah.
This is where the bow would.
The bow. Yeah, you
fire
can shoot it over the fence.
Ah,
that would have been sick.
Oh,
Okay, well, there's lots of possibilities.
Yes.
Okay, show the concentrations though.
It was showing up there when you do. Yeah. If you just.
So if you watch at the feet, you can see these little runes start showing up. And that's giving you attack speed and sort of a damage bonus. So that's kind of some of the synergy. So if you are playing co-op, you definitely want someone kind of doing the classic tanking for you so that you can be stationary and concentrate and boost up your damage.
Okay.
There's a tree over here. Is
Yeah?
there not?
You want to get a map tree?
I
We
would-
actually
I
moved it
would-
right before release.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, sorry.
Yeah,
Is
it's like over there.
No, really?
Yep.
I thought there was one up the bottom. Okay, well, whatever.
Just to mess with you.
I would check my map, but alas, it's not so helpful.
That's cool. You got to use the new compass.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some pulsing effects that have been added when you're in encounters, which we'll see later.
Yeah, Ray's is saying, is this vaguely Trinity based with DPS tank and support? It is vaguely that, yes. Yes. Biscuit Lord says, I'm getting weird artifacts when I turn off AAA. Well, I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look at that. Kith of Kings and Mike Tyson. Yep. Oh, people are posting their little codes in there too.
Oh, that's nice.
It's cool. Sharing is caring.
Ooh. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it
did
is.
you get here?
I was wondering if
I was
it
worried
was
if you would get here too, yeah, because he
too
only shows
late.
up at night.
This is like the last time of day I think he shows,
Yeah.
Yep.
but
So this fella
who is
needs to test
that?
you.
I'm scared.
I do not. I'm sorry. Maybe I can figure out how to get a key, get a couple, because you're not the first person to ask me.
So Joey can help.
Oh, I'm so close to getting the. Oh no.
Okay, watch him.
I'm a one-man army, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get keys and stuff.
Every time I play it, I love the sound.
Yeah.
If they want to give me a key.
Jeff, our
I love
sound
it too.
designer.
Yeah.
There's not too many content creators that
Staggers
actually
there's a
cover this
very
game.
cool, like finisher.
Yeah, you can finish. You can
With
finish the Ashen Spirit. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I discovered it.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
What graphics?
they still have that
What are
problem.
we on? A 3070? 3070. Yeah.
Game has to load when you're in between
shown
you
this
going
one
into a
before.
dungeon.
we have.
There's
We did
an-
show it last
yeah.
time.
Tanks the performance. You have to sign up and
There.
on the website.
Oh, there's the old Ashen Spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, this-
I got lucky. I did sign up on the website, but you know they even said like
But if you don't have the totem,
in one of their live streams like early on, like
statue will not awaken.
Yep.
I don't know, people
Totem didn't.
were waiting like months and stuff,
So sick.
and they still haven't got a key. I had somebody come into one of my videos and
Someone
give me
says,
a
I just
key,
realized the
so
character on screen looks like He-Man.
yeah, kind of.
Kind of does.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Content creator
As a child of the 80s, I'll take it.
Privilege, you know what I mean, right there. So I just got lucky,
People.
Yes.
Oh.
but I'm definitely going to
Little lore.
get keys so I can give away.
Beautiful. music,
Definitely
too.
like when I'm playing the game and stuff.
Yeah.
One day.
Cause I do play this game on stream every once in a while.
It's like it's the size of a house on your back.
I think Gord fell asleep.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's
Mine are almost asleep.
he's cozy.
Oh, they're so good.
in Mora's name.
They're so well
Invade us
behaved.
bound by flint of shame.
Flint of shame.
Here I stand in her light again.
People are commenting that we're kind of looking up his kilt here.
We made sure to put these on. Yeah.
So he does have.
Just like the player as a starter.
Why would they?
Take a screenshot.
I wasn't even thinking about we're looking up his
Yeah.
quilt.
The offerings.
Yeah, so you can see where your
Fire,
standing is.
Jar.
In the,
Yep.
And
Yep.
thankfully I have.
yep, you have the. But there's the pack there.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
So this is, I think this is kind of a point one of this. It's very.
Yeah, this is
it-
just like get it in,
Get it
get
in.
something to offer.
Yep.
It's the idea behind it,
Yep.
but the stuff that's offered and how much it costs and all of that is very in flux, and
Yep.
it will change.
I did see
a lot.
someone saying, it's grindy, and we will be taking a look at that as the paint dries on that. So thanks for your patience on that. Saw the question again, will we be able to willingly reset our account? We are working on that. No promises of when, but I think that is something we probably want to do. Okay, cool. So you're part of the club now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm
What-
one of the
what's on your
Kings.
schedule? What's on your schedule now?
We are going to toss it over to Jeff.
Oh, we're gonna do.
It's bow time.
We're gonna do show bow.
It's
Okay.
bow time.
So we showed the Odiac, and we thought, oh, the Odiac is going to be the only reason to play this update. And then we added a billion other things.
Yeah, literally.
Went through a lot of iteration. The bow.
And Joe and Vivash just killed it.
bow
And Willem, I think, was doing sound
Willem did the
iterations,
sound,
right? And Adam just rocking the effects.
So they reworked the bow. Thank God. I want to see what they've done.
There you go. I'm getting a text and making sure it's not someone from DE saying.
Because the bow was not very good to play with.
Okay, it's not. Okay.
Definitely want to repost. Oh, I don't think Sarah wants to.
Want is a strong word,
should they go to bed?
But if it's bedtime,
big bunnies
just
yeah, poor guy.
Bye, Gord.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't. Oh my goodness. Do you want these?
Yeah, I'll take those ones. You can keep
Okay.
still up. So
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Me and Patches are chilling.
Okay.
Guinea pig is still hungry.
I probably want my leg. Anything else I should get? You got, like, Sarah really hacked everything here. I got lots of.
Like, what the heck?
Oh, I want that.
What's your grace? Because this bow is better for
We can check.
grace.
Yep, you can.
I assume you're doing okay.
3. Look at all this courage.
I was feeling very courageous.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You might want to just respect that a little bit.
Be a little more graceful
Yep.
today.
Yep.
I think
Yep.
is
A
necessary.
little more balanced.
A little more balanced.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta.
And how does that affect the weapon in a sense?
What do you got here? What do you got here?
They have attunement, so you get a damage bonus if you have, based on how much you have for that attunement. So it says, oh, this is a grace attunement, and so the more grace you have, the more damage you're going to do.
Ah, cool.
But there's also a threshold penalty that if you don't meet the minimum requirements, you also do half damage. But for all the starting stuff, that doesn't apply.
Right.
But as the weapons get more and more higher in tiers, you'll have a kind of a minimum requirement that you'll want to accomplish.
Okay.
It's like an infomercial. You're asking me
Yeah.
the leading questions. I'd love to see it.
And the player's wondering.
Yeah.
I gotta look like an archer, sorry.
Oh, we're getting a new outfit too. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now everyone can judge.
Yeah. I just gotta look like an archer, you know? I just gotta.
Oh, I see. This is Jeff. Like when we were, Jeff and I were comparing our Ghost of Tsushima playthrough. And it's like, I finished it in 19 hours. And Jeff's like, I have all the outfits.
Priorities. Everyone has a different.
So,
Arrow hail.
Arrow hail.
Yeah. This is really cool.
Oh.
It's very effective.
Okay.
Very effective.
Yep.
If you embed them, you can kind of, with your charge, so there's quick fires, there's quick fires, and then I can hold and charge, and anything that's embedded will burst.
I can tell just by watching this gameplay, it looks a lot more impactful when you hit somebody with the arrows.
Guys, and then when you launch embedded, you cause extra burst,
great.
which is a really fun combo to do.
Do a rain and burst.
Yeah.
I did it on the opening thing, but I'll show it again. People know where am I?
Now they've explained it.
Yes.
Now that we know what we're looking at.
I'm so
my
brain dead.
gosh.
I was like, when are you going to kill that other guy? And it's like, oh, that's Joey.
This is Joey.
It's Joey.
Kill that guy.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to play, but I have to work and be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's like almost 10.
Dodge that. Oh.
How rude.
So rude.
But yeah, the really cool thing as well, I find with the right pact and weapon combination is looking for synergies.
Yes.
For example, that rain is really good if you have like a crowd control or a stun pact ability. So
which I went full aggressive with this pack.
Yeah.
Okay, and what is showing up in your compass?
Oh yeah, this is, if I had a map cleared, I could.
Wait. I can do this. I have a hack.
it's right over here. I think if you turn.
Yeah, you can just.
Oh, is there one around here?
Use your bird.
There is one. Yeah.
The map clear.
Oh,
Sorry,
Sarah
I'm
took
the-
Sarah stole my
sorry.
control.
Oh.
You're watching live cheats.
Yeah.
Live cheats.
Yep.
Add hacks.
Let's see. Yep, go back.
Oh.
Oh, I've unlocked
you locked
all
everything.
of the trees.
Wow, that was fast.
So speedy.
Yeah. Okay.
We have cleansed Alka corruption.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay, so yeah, I'll show my. So this is kind of like a really fun thing to do when you
catch them unaware.
Come at you too.
Oh my gosh, I want to play this so fucking bad. I just want to play it so bad, man.
Your arm?
No, when you hit it sounds like a Soulframe swear word. Like,
oh really?
Spicus or something.
Yes, Spicus. Yes, that.
Spicus.
Yeah.
We're trying to create another Clem here, guys.
Spicus, eh?
Yeah.
Where's my boy? Where's
Spicus,
my boy?
yeah, exactly. A new
Spicus.
Clem.
Should give another key away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give away a key. Give away two.
Just this.
Give away two.
Yeah, we do have mounts.
Say,
I'm just,
give away key.
reading
Give
chat.
away two.
We do have mounts sort of working in the game. I think
Scott, who won?
Spicus Corcata.
Round.
SVG.
Please
SVJ.
whisper our
Yep.
Twitch account.
I need some
I'm gonna
readers
send
here.
you. Who is this?
This is the guy that you smoked. He's all
He's forgiven you.
He's forgiven you. Now he's like,
He's on your side.
You should give him a little bow after.
yeah. So he gives me a little bit of a mission to do.
Summon what courage you have.
Candles flicker. Torches dim.
Bow, bow. Do you know the bow?
Once was
Is it? Nope.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. A. Where's A?
No, this is like where the finger gymnastics come in.
Yeah.
We're have to do that.
There you go.
Very good. Very good
You
bow.
bowed just in time for it to be.
We have a
gone.
winner.
Yep.
Kirill 2073. Is that right?
Close enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, now I got stage 2. You can see my compass. I got stage 2 of the.
And if
Is it
you
red?
open your map,
All right.
you can see some icons.
Nice.
Is it working?
Path.
It kind of looks like maybe it's not working.
I'm like, oh,
Stop shooting Joey.
stop shooting
Stop
Joey.
shooting Joey.
Like, take a look at that. They should be branching.
And people probably notice the air stall. Maybe that's in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I
So
love
you
it.
can now you can jump from high areas and just before you land.
Yep.
So fun.
I think every melee has that, right?
Yep.
It's by default.
We had
Yep.
some Q&A
And,
come
uh,
in, and one was about
The
that.
caster
Yep.
Odiak as well.
Shining Bolt says, love the addition of the extra swing in midair,
Yeah.
but the ground game for most weapons could use more spice. Any plan to add more unique attacks to weapons? So they're liking this. More coming?
For melee
I
weapons,
think more
probably is
weapon
that what the-
types,
yeah.
but I don't know about more attacks.
Yeah.
So
So
the-
I do agree with that person. Like, kind of like spice it up a little bit.
runes in, which is going to give
Those
you a
misfire.
wild
And I hope they have more
weapon. So
cool-looking, unique weapons.
misfire,
You
yeah.
know.
So you have Mora's Hand, the new Banjo Tar pack. You're glowing.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, look at Joey hovering and doing the shooting. Style.
Come on, Jeff.
Joey's always showing off. It's okay.
That's a rude place to shoot
Insult
someone.
injury.
Ouch.
Nice.
Make sure.
Nice. Nice.
Should I help Joey out?
Yeah, he needs help. Oh, yeah. He decided to
Almost.
go.
Oh my gosh, this game is so amazing. I love this game.
Found something, have you? I'll try not to see it ruined.
I would say in the past few years,
Kane's interest.
3 games
I didn't get my.
that I
scroll.
love
Joey,
so
where's the
much.
scroll?
Oh,
Path of Exile 2.
might
There's a bag right there.
Love that game.
Nope.
direct you.
No.
Oh, there it is.
About health potion drops, and I was
Soul
feeling
Frame,
that
of
too, like
course,
maybe-
and Monster
They're a
Hunter
bit lower
Wilds.
now?
yeah,
Yeah.
something with that.
I noticed that
going
as
on.
well.
To be honest, they were pretty plentiful before, though.
Send the Nimrod. Oh no.
Now, there are some older games that I play, like
Joey, do you have a
Destiny
cloud
2. I
clock?
still play Destiny 2 a lot.
There was, we saw
I'm
it.
gonna relax.
Still love it. One of my top games.
Joey's like, give item.
But if you're talking about games like in the past, like, year or two, it's those
So I didn't
3.
get it.
Use your bird.
The big bunny sleeping in the basket.
God damn, I love those games so much.
Oh yeah, the big guy's sleeping.
Just chill.
It's sending me back.
To me, this looks like Zabugged.
This is a bug.
Yeah.
Because I got this.
Yeah.
How do you think?
Yeah.
If I was a better content creator and had
then
like
I-
people to help me out a
my
little
map should
bit,
be
you
telling me
get
Nimrod.
Do you
constantly
want me to keep looking for it? You guys.
content on those 2 games like
Sometimes
every day,
these
at least
are
every other
hidden,
day,
not
or
exactly.
like 2 games a
Like they're
day.
slightly off.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have
something.
to look around a bit.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it, though?
It's kind of hard
No, I
to
thought it
stream
was
and create content when you just do it by yourself.
Maybe if you,
And reaction content, I mean, that's
Yeah,
easy.
we're getting a little mixed message. Yeah,
It's not my favorite thing to do, to be honest.
Play our own game.
That's a real bunny.
Oh, Joey's helping you out.
Is he?
Yeah,
I think he's
look.
just providing a pretty distraction.
No, I
there you
think
go.
he was
Is that
pointing.
it? That's it on the ground right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Thanks, Joey.
Clear the sinecure encampment. All right.
Yeah. Want to keep going?
Sure.
I have some more questions I can start
Please.
asking us before we start to wrap up here.
Yeah.
How much time do we have left?
I also see a question: is the game leaning more towards open world, or is it
still got
linear
2.
progression? Much to our great pains, we are working on making anything be able to be done in any order. So there's a few things that you have to do in order to kind of let the world open up, but generally speaking, you can kind of do anything. Like I started a new account 2 nights ago, and I went and did like Orangol stuff before I even bothered going to the faction hub and even engaging in that. So really trying to embrace freedom
choice,
and embrace choice, and like that amazing feeling in like Skyrim when you're ignoring the main quest and just doing whatever interests you.
That's what happens to me all the time, and then 5 hours later, I'm like, oh yeah, I probably
I was always supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot in Assassin's Creed.
4 or 5 hours, and the game kept saying, "Are you sure you don't want to get Orlick? You got to go get Orlick." That's the first thing you got to do.
this.
But you can do pretty much anything in any order. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
The most French asked, with an open map, will certain areas be specifically tougher gameplay? And we have had enemy scaling added.
Yes.
Indicators. Oh, will there also be indicators to demonstrate the strength of the zones? Do you think that's something we would ever be interested in showing more on the map?
I don't know if we're gonna have like specific zones where you're.
Right.
But I think when you see the enemies, you'll know.
You'll know.
Don't go there.
Yep.
You see
Or
that
I'm not ready for that
higher
yet.
level enemy and we'll run the other direction.
Yeah. So we did do a very hasty pass with Preludes 9. So the further away you get from the starting area, hey there.
There's working.
The nodes are working
so they
now.
should be branching objectives
Okay.
on the map UI.
If Tommy is watching the stream, hey, I think the first few nodes didn't work. But yeah, I think the further away you get from the streaming, or sorry, the starting area is like gets up to like level 20s and stuff like that. And one of the problems right now is if you have a short range weapon, you can't spy and know their level until you get kind of close, and it's already dangerous.
Yeah.
So we'll probably look at addressing that first. Nah, okay. Scott says.
Let 'em get nice
Scott
and
says
close.
get hurt and run away screaming.
Hopefully, there's more of a visual indicator versus it like on the actual models. Versus the AI or the UI showing you what the level is.
That's right, yeah.
Hopefully, when you see them from a distance, you're like, "Oh, that guy looks sharp. I better not deal with him."
Yeah, when the Mendicants go in, that'll be.
You'll
be like
when you see the mounted guy on the hill, you're.
I want to see the UI down here.
Go back to Nightfold and maybe.
Because I want to know if you still have like a certain amount of arrows or if it's unlimited.
Sorry to interrupt. We found
I think personally you should have unlimited arrows.
Hide the bow.
We haven't fixed the
bow.
equipping.
Yeah. All the other weapons work. Just
but last time the effects were fully on.
You have it
Yep.
holstered.
We do.
It looks
Stuns.
nice.
Yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah. My bad.
Yep.
You uncovered my last thing
Yeah,
hidden.
you're uncheating.
That was the last one.
Joey, did you find the chest?
Joey's doing all the work.
Lord
I know.
Bingus is saying, why is there an invite system instead of an open beta? That's a good question. I think depending on what you read and how chronically online you are, sometimes those open betas can create an impression that's not really treated like a beta. It's sort of treated like a demo, and people kind of make their final judgments too early. So we are still keeping it pretty closed.
I think those big open tests also usually just crush the servers. And then you have this technical burden that gets in the way of the actual game. People can't separate what the is like load versus just the game's normal state. So I think us controlling the amount of people that are in allows us to make sure that everything is working correctly.
definitely would prefer not for you all in chat to be desperate for keys, and I think that's why we're working on the, as if you watch the stream, you get a key.
There's a dog chasing Joey.
And I think that'll help. The dog is really after him.
Free him.
He just wants a pat.
Yep.
Okay.
Free him. Will the
Free him
envoys
with
ever
your
be able to talk?
arrows.
George. Will the
Oh, that's a
envoys
good question.
themselves
I've actually
ever be
been
able to
thinking
talk?
about that lately.
Have you? What have you been
I have.
thinking?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, but
Okay.
I don't know yet. It's a because once you go down that path, you know you can't come back, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh,
They do some
Lord.
reaction vocalizations and stuff if you jump and that kind of thing, but no actual speaking lines right now.
More mouse.
I love these traps because it reminds me of one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
Okami or Okami.
Okami.
However you're supposed to say it. Yep.
Will there be more flexibility in clothing customization later?
Yes.
Yes.
River
Yes.
bottoms,
Big time. Big time.
Capes separate from the chest piece, masks separate from the helmet.
The cape, I think right now the capes will probably have to be tied to the torso component, but I would like to look at ways to have optional,
I guess it's more
like attachments. Yeah.
keep or not keep on the same chest piece.
Right.
Yeah. This weapon's actually really fun to fight this guy with.
Yeah.
Yep, 9 and 10.
As long as you can stay out of the line of fire. Yeah.
Someone asked, will there be swimming?
Yes.
Yep, we have swimming animations in the works. And then,
Yep. There'll be swimming.
And
How in depth are the swim strokes? Is there like a breaststroke, like a little
that's a
doggy
good question.
paddle?
Be able to customize it.
That's not a
Customize.
question. You're just you're turning it into your own question.
Yes, I am. I also would like to know if there's fairies added to the game anytime in the future. Someone asked,
Of course.
will you ever plan to do fantasy creatures like dragons, Bigfoot, or dinosaur-like creatures? That was
Yeah, Bigfoot's
Marty
not a
Mars.
fantasy dragon. Bigfoot's real.
There's
I've seen
some
Bigfoot.
debate.
I seen Bigfoot last week.
What do you think, Jeff?
Yes.
I think the answer is yes.
Yep.
We're going to have our own twist on those kind of fantasy tropes.
We have some concepts already kind of done for a dragon type.
Oh my
that we're
gosh,
gonna
this
get in.
game is just gonna be so good.
Oh, look who you found.
Whoa,
What the fuck is that?
that's awesome.
Oh, that thing.
That's kind of funny because I was about to apologize for our enemy variety, but you're actually like hitting all of the enemy types in one run.
Seriously.
But yeah, we have a lot of work to do on
Poor guy
enemy
looks a
variety.
little,
He's a
little sleepy.
A little
just-
sleepy.
little sleepy.
He's not used to getting up this early.
No. Hasn't had his coffee just
No,
yet.
poor guy.
All right.
Well,
something's going on with.
It might be like a co-op thing where
maybe.
where the AI has lost its mind, but I am sure Penny is watching this and typing rapidly.
Sorry, Penny. We're gonna
Sorry.
gonna make
We'll make this quick.
Dev build. Put her out of his misery. Oh,
Lots of questions
wow,
for
that is
Docs.
cool.
Cool death.
What the hell was that?
Ducks
What was that? All that fire?
are high priority. Alex, where are
Have
the
that
ducks?
animation.
How did I get a shield? Is that Joey's pact?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. Thanks, Joey.
And you got some Kith of Kings XP.
I did.
Go,
I finished
very good.
daily. Yep.
Finish your faction back, a rank up.
Yep.
Morzan.
Random space between the UI elements. Got to work on
Very
that
good.
too.
Yeah, thank you for your help. I'm glad we
Yeah.
completed that. So
Yep.
those faction tales will spawn. You can complete them to increase your standing with your chosen faction and get some cool offerings.
Get some cool rewards and
And like we've said, this is a first
funny,
iteration
Joey's got a one ranking
of
over him.
all of this, so more to come. We will be hot fixing in a 9.5
that's right. That's right.
type of update,
Yep.
and then on to Preludes 10.
Yeah, we'll give it a whole bunch of keys at the end of the stream, and hopefully you get lucky that way. And
9,000
we'll give
9,000 keys
9,000.
today for Preludes 9.
And
Someone asked if we're going to do more streams. Maybe.
I
Tell
think
me
we're gonna
if
do
you
a couple
want
more.
them.
Yeah, we want them.
Said weekly
Ducks
playing.
and rabbits.
Yeah.
I can run around the ducks with you guys.
I mean,
should be part of it.
I love seeing the developers. You know.
Yes, and we know the key situation is desperate, and we're glad that you are anxious to play, and we're anxious for you to play. We think probably next dev stream we'll have, if you watch, you get a key. Just to reiterate that.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for
Can we
watching.
thank the animal?
Yes,
Thank you guys
so
so
much.
much.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
Booked solid today.
Yeah.
So they have
So
to
that's
get in
it.
there and go.
that's pretty much it. They're just talking about the animals. But I do want to say, like, it's a lot. I like it. I'm gonna probably have a video breaking it down, making it a lot more shorter than what almost an hour. You know, probably try to condense everything, probably like into like 10 minutes, somewhere around there. I just did it with a Monster Hunter video with their whole update. That was like a 15-minute video, and I condensed that to like 7 minutes. So I'm gonna try to do that when I watch live streams. This was amazing, but if you want, you can leave me a like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more videos. And link to the original live stream will be down in the description. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Peace. Okay, I'm gonna have to call it there for tonight. I have work tomorrow. I won't be here on the weekend. Over the weekend, I'm gone. I'll work basically 40 hours over the weekends. So, yeah, kind of sucks. I would love to get some content done, but for today at least, this is it. I'm going to try to get at least one of these videos out for tonight. It's almost about 10-15 where I'm at. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make this quick. All right, so I'm out. Everyone, have a good night or day wherever you're at, wherever you're watching me at. Okay, and take it easy. And don't do anything crazy. Okay, peace.